Meringue nests overflowing with whipped cream, cheese, and marshmallow filling, topped with cherries and assorted fresh berries. This amazing dessert is so light there's practically no calories. 3 cheers for our cherry berries on a cloud. Okay, so maybe there are a few calories, but let me just say the sky is the limit when it comes to this scrumptious dessert. Just make sure you watch to the very end of this video because I've got a couple of additional serving suggestions if you're feeling a little patriotic. For now though, a quick pro tip. It's a 2-day dessert. Day 1, we're gonna make meringue nests, and then day 2, we're gonna do a cream filling plus berries. Wait until you see. Let's start with the meringue nests. To begin, we're on a work surface taking a large piece of parchment paper. Take a glass with a 3-inch wide opening, place it down onto the parchment, use a pencil, draw a circle around it. We'll be crafting 8 meringue nests, so draw 8 onto the parchment, evenly spaced. Then we're going to invert the paper onto a large baking tray. We're going to repeat. The yield on this recipe is 16 desserts. So that's the prep. Now we're gonna make the meringue nests. So much fun to do. We suggest using a stand mixer for this recipe. We begin by adding the whites from 6 eggs into a bowl. They're at room temperature. Then we're gonna add half a teaspoon of cream of tartar plus a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Whisk attachment goes onto the mixer and we whisk. The whites are gonna get nice and frothy. We're then gonna wrap those extra egg yolks, save them for breakfast, or a recipe that calls for egg yolks. Once the egg whites are all frothy, we increase the speed of the mixer to medium, and we start adding 1.5 cups of super fine sugar, 1 tablespoon at a time. We add, continue whipping. We keep adding, we keep whipping. Time out about the sugars. Let me just explain. We're not talking about powdered or icing sugar, and it's not granulated sugar. There's an in-between. It's a superfine sugar. Look for it at a bulk food store. During the testing of this recipe, we discovered that superfine sugar dissolves into the egg whites easily. It also creates a stable and glossy meringue. It's perfect for this recipe. Once all the sugar's been added, leave the meringue whipping for about 10 minutes. This will ensure it holds its shape. Now that it's whipped, before we pipe, turn your oven on to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna preheat. Back to the meringue. You'll need a large open nib or plain nozzle for your piping bag. We're gonna fill the bag, then over to the baking trays. I start with a concentric kind of pushed down circle to the edge, and then I start going back, creating layers upon layers of climbing meringue on meringue. Let me just say, I'll admit it, my first one wasn't my best work, but practice makes perfect. Watch. Just keep making more nests and pretty soon they'll look cloud-like. Once you're done, transfer the racks of meringue nests to the oven. We're gonna bake for 1 hour and then just turn the oven off. You're gonna leave the meringues in the oven to cool within for 12 hours or overnight. So that's day 1. Now on day 2, about 5 hours before you intend to serve, meringues come out of the oven, gently twist them off the parchment. You can set them to the side as we make a scrumptious cream filling. We start in 1 bowl where we add 2 cups of 35% cream, that's whipping cream. We'll whip until it holds stiff peaks. More creaminess on the way in a 2nd bowl. We're adding 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, it's at room temperature. Do 1 cup of granulated sugar plus 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. There's no need to clean those beaters from the whipped cream. Just place them into the bowl. We're gonna mix this up on high speed, blend to dissolve the sugar and to get a light and fluffy cheese mixture. Then we fold the whipped cream into the cream cheese mixture. I do it in thirds. Add, gently fold. add a bit more, fold some more, add the last little bit, fold it all together. And now finally, did we save the best for last? How about 2 cups of mini marshmallows? Sprinkle them in and fold. Sprinkle, gently fold. We're going to keep doing that until the marshmallows are incorporated. Then we transfer the mixture to the nests. I like to use 2 teaspoons, add a dollop, gently push it down to get that creamy cream cheese right to the very bottom. Then fill a little bit more and a little bit more, and you can kind of push the top flat. Remember, berries are coming soon. Once all your nests are filled, a piece of wrap gently positioned over the top. Transfer the filled clouds to the fridge. They need to refrigerate for 4 hours to set. While the nests are getting some chill time, how about we make some cherry berries? Easy. 1 cup pitted fresh cherries. We're gonna cut them up. Then half a cup of sliced strawberries. Let's also add half a cup of fresh raspberries. We're gonna toss to combine beautiful combination of red cherries and red berries. Bonus round, zip up some of those extra berries to create a tasty berry coulis. You're gonna be able to drizzle this over your clouds too. I know you're excited, so let me just show you how we serve this incredible dessert. Gently lift the chilled clouds over to a dessert plate. Add a drizzle of that berry coulis if you made some, hopefully you did. Then a few spoonfuls of the cherries and berries. You can garnish with fresh mint or surprise everyone with a tiny bay leaf. So this dessert is ready to go whenever, but it's especially perfect during berry season. Oh, and what about that patriotic spin? Here we go. Red and white for the true north. Oh, Canada for Canada Day. And for my family and friends living in the States, back to those meringue nests. When you make those, use a star tip to craft the nests. Get it? And then same cheesy filling, but add blueberries into the cherry berry mix for a pop of blue. As you assemble red, white, and blue, little enhancement with stars and stripes, forever perfect for the 4th of July. Look no further, friends. Your seriously scrumptious dessert awaits. Full recipe is up at weekendatthecottage.com. When you're visiting our website, please subscribe to it. Check out our video on our dedicated YouTube channel. You can watch it again and again. And when you do, drop us comments, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel as well. And then finally, when dessert is this scrumptious and spectacular and amazing, take a picture of it. Post it on your favorite socials using hashtag weekendatthecottage on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. 3 cheers for our cherry berries on a cloud. Watch as I dig in. Beautiful meringue clouds, wispy whipped marshmallowy filling, and then fresh berries for the win. Scrumptious meets yummy. Scrummy indeed. I'm gonna eat like 6 of these. So good. Enjoy.